We don't talk about movies a whole lot on this show, like opening premieres.
No, we don't.
Yeah, not as much as we should.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
That's because none of them are making any money anymore.
That's kind of true. Another flop in the box office.
Our own Alexis Fuller's probably the person who cares the most on our show because she's a cinephile.
I hate the movie theaters.
No, she doesn't like going, but she's very interested in movie news.
Yeah, the look on her face was like,
She follows the box office reports every single weekend. She gets alerts from Fandango and Flixster sent to her phone.
Never talked to her about
It's not
that.
Digital Jake, whose father literally worked in the movie industry.
No, he doesn't care about that stuff.
Technical
Okay,
director
sorry.
of
Right, Jeff.
action.
He's ashamed of his
Yeah,
dad's work, if
I've seen
anything.
every movie ever.
Alexis is the one who's really on top of it. And I got a note from her earlier that said, did you know the top opening movie of 2025 was Captain America Brave New World?
More things I love: handwritten notes and superhero movies.
No,
Yes.
I thought it was...
$88 million in the first weekend. And now, to the shock of many in the industry, there's a film that almost doubled it.
Yeah,
Wow, hold on, Alexis, do you
buckets.
want to handwrite a note and hand
I
it
mean,
to
I do
us?
know what it is, but I won't say it.
She wanted me to
Jeff.
say it because the film is the video game movie Minecraft.
No.
With Jack Black. Just brought in $157 million on its opening weekend. And it wasn't predicted to make like more than 60.
So Jake and I were talking about this morning, and he said his buddy went, and the movie was 2 out of 10, but the movie experience,
Really?
10 out of 10, because the kids were so into it.
Sure, but what does Alexis think about it?
Well, I won't pay to go to the theater to see it, so I'll get back to you when it comes out for free.
That's the
I'll give
opinion
you my
that you
review.
need. Now, how did this happen? One expert said it's because a lot of college students and teens are on spring break right now.
Oh,
So
like
they
good
had
timing.
time to go.
Which
I have to
means,
watch
I'm
it.
sorry, every movie after this is going to be based on a video game.
Oh, yeah.
As it probably should, if you wanted to make money.
I
So-
want Duck Hunt to come out with a video
Yeah.
game. That'd be so funny.
Or Tetris, the video game, or Tetris, the
Did they
movie.
have that?
There was Tetris in Wreck-It Ralph. There's a scene,
Oh,
I think,
that's
Yeah.
what
where
it
the
is.
boxer falls.
Okay.
So anyway, thank you, Alexis,
Yep.
for keeping the world
Yay,
informed
we
on what's
appreciate
important
it.
right now.
Yep.
I'm wondering, when is Hollywood going to make a shock collar movie? Starring Digital Jake answering all of the best questions. I'm going to guess 200 mil
I
on
think
its
he's
first
ask-
weekend.
Okay, I won't say it. He's
Don't-
asking
oh, yeah, that's right.
questions,
No
but
spoilers
it's
for the
okay.
plot. Let's just get to the question.
The game show Price is Right recently aired their 10,000th episode.
Whoa.
Did it? Oh, my God.
That's right, 10,000 times someone guessed the price of a blender like their life depended on
Yes.
Wow.
it. And one of the most iconic games from the show is the classic Higher or Lower.
Ooh, that
where
was so fun.
They show you the price tag for a random item, and the contestant has to guess if the real cost is higher or lower.
Oh.
Is that the one with the little German guy that climbs the mountain? Or no, that's a different
I'm not
game.
sure. I don't watch television. Brooke.
Okay.
That's why we're going to play our own version of it today during a special Higher or Lower Pop Culture edition of Plenty of 20.
Okay.
I'll give you a numerical fact about a famous celebrity. Like, for example, how much money they made in a film or how many arrests they've had since
No.
2010. You just have to tell me, is the real number higher or lower?
Okay.
We'll start with the woman whose number of guys in her DMs has only gotten higher since this segment started.
Wow.
That's Alexis.
7.
Number 7. Alexis, does Vanna White work more or less than 30 days a year on Wheel of Fortune?
A year? I thought you were going to say a month.
Oh my god.
30
yeah, they
days.
give her a day off.
30.
Higher or lower?
Dude, that's it?
That's crazy. Do they do a new episode of that? Does that air every day? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
a
they
Pretty much.
take all sorts of breaks, right? Like they're not on in the summer.
30's just so low. I'm gonna say it's higher, Jake.
Alexis said higher. It is. It is
Oh, good. I
higher.
was
Thank
going to
God.
feel
It's like 32.
They do tape multiple episodes a day, about 3 days a month, so about 34 days a year.
Oh, that's
Really?
it?
Oh my gosh, she probably makes
What?
How much did she make, Jake?
$3 million for 34 days of work a year.
Why are we in radio and not game shows?
Brooke, it's your turn.
Let's go.
This is a game show. We're part of one right now, Brooke.
19.
Brooke, is the number of tattoos on Post Malone higher or lower than 60?
Ooh, that's really hard. Like, just on his face alone, there's probably
I
1,
was
2,
gonna
like
say.
10, right?
More than
Don't
that.
you think on his face?
Probably.
He balanced his face, it looks like, too. So anything that's on the left is kind of on the right. Like, at least to stay awake or always tired, whatever he has.
And I feel like
Exercise.
if you're getting tattoos on your face, you've definitely done other parts of your body
Absolutely.
before.
You don't
You're
start.
not starting on the face.
Well, his are all like little small tattoos, like lots of them. That was like the trend. Okay, I'm gonna go more.
Yeah.
It says higher than 60. That is
Yeah.
right. Post Malone has over 70 tattoos on his
Oh
body.
my gosh.
Jose, it's your turn. Number 7 and 19 are off the board.
All right, let's go 12.
Jose, has Gordon Ramsay dropped more or fewer than 200 F-bombs in a single TV episode?
In an episode? Okay, so here's the thing. I think the version of Gordon we get is the dumbed down. Like, he knows he's on TV. So I think he's like, they're going to have to edit half these out. Of course, they keep
Yeah, but
a couple
isn't that why a lot of people watch, is to see the bleeps? You know?
Yeah. That's
It's kind of
true.
his shtick.
People love that high-pitched sound.
Yeah, I think so.
But I also think they like the creative, like, roast, you know? It's like,
yeah.
what are you? And then you have
Yeah.
to say it, and then he has a punchline.
He does do a creative roast, but he puts the F word in it.
That's
You know, it's like
true.
he adds it in.
Yeah. But 200 in an episode is 30 minutes with
God, that'd be
commercials.
so many.
That's 20 minutes. That's 10 swears a minute. I'm going to say no. There's no way.
less,
Jose
you're saying
math.
less.
Jose
Less.
says lower. It was a rat line. It was higher. Yeah, I took his highest F-bomb episode of Kitchen Nightmares, 214.
Oh, they really made
It was
him
a
mad.
bad. It was a bad day. Jeffrey,
10.
does the average Real Housewife hold a diamond, champagne, or an apple in the opening credits for more or less than 3 seconds?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the
you-
opening credits of the show, it shows all the housewives in a line, and they're holding out some object that represents their city.
Oh,
so
their
the,
city.
The New
Okay.
York housewives hold out an apple, and
That
like
makes
the
sense.
Georgia housewives hold out a
A
peach.
peach.
And, you know, stuff like that.
The Sierra Leone holds blood diamonds.
Yes.
Yeah. Florida crystal meth.
That's one of the best ones, Jake. But how long? It feels like it lasts forever.
Don't you just skip it?
Not if you're watching the live version of the show.
Oh.
Which
I
I
forget that
do.
there is still live television.
Yeah.
Jeff's a big
Forgot
wife
about
head.
So, 3 seconds, it just feels like it takes so long to get to the episode already. That's why I'm going to say it's a little bit longer than 3 seconds.
Jeffrey says more than 3 seconds. That is incorrect. It's less. It's an average 1.78 to 2 seconds of power posing
Wow,
per
Jeff.
opening credits.
Just feels long.
And
Yeah.
that means the ladies have won today's
Hey.
edition of
All right.
Plenty of 20.
All right, so girls get to choose who gets shocked today while singing Higher by Creed. Oh, like higher or lower.
Oh,
So
that's
who's it
gonna
going to be?
I think I'm disappointed in Jeffrey's Desperate Housewives knowledge.
Yeah,
so,
Jeff.
It was
Jeff,
Real Housewives. I'm disappointed in you,
Oh,
Brooke.
yeah.
Whatever it was.
Different
They're real,
show.
not desperate.
Aren't they both?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you take me
Whoa,
higher
Scott Stapp, is that you?
to a place where blind men see?
Dude, you need to do a rock song for
Yeah.
your parody. You
Yeah.
haven't done one in a while.
Bring that one back. That's your
stance.
shock collar question of the day. We got your phone tab coming up in just a few minutes.